Hello there everyone and welcome back. It's been well over a week since I did my last video of StarCraft 2 and that time's about to end now. Sadly, I was really damn fatigued and really damn busy, needless to say, so I'm hoping to get back into it with a bang. Surprisingly, when I was doing my practice games beforehand in European server, I actually made to Diamond League. So what better way to ruin this momentous occasion, let alone the winning streak I was having to get the diamond, mind you, by doing this video and losing every single match, since we are going to handicap ourselves a little bit for that. And like I said before, it's been about a week, so you think I'd be a little bit rusty, but maybe those handful of games have managed to get the rust off. There's only one way to find out, so let's get this started. It is go time. We are facing off against Terran, and I wonder what to expect with this Terran, since with their ability to lift up their buildings, and with what I've been seeing in the tournament play, there's a lot of proxy shenanigans that go on here with said Terran play, and I'm sure it's going to encourage it with my opponents at some point. So I need to be open-minded about that. Also, oh, I was going to say, did I need to be worried about a Reaper spot? Not really, actually. There's nowhere the Reaper can spawn, aside from maybe putting it there. That's where the hesitation came from, and I could have put it there. I had the means to. It believes it a little bit vulnerable, but a gateway and a cyber core should be alright, here's hoping. But that's something I'm going to need to be mindful of, without a doubt. Especially that one awkward situation I had with, what is it, Parasite I think was the map? That kind of needs to have a gateway as well as a cybernetics core if you want to completely block off this bottom portion. Hell, it even looks identical here. It's just there's thankfully no point where they can jump up from there. So I am thankful for that at least. And also I am starting to incorporate my first chrono boost into the Nexus again finally, since it's so damn helpful to gain my probe count out. And it's really damn important for that reason too, with that said. Nonetheless, let's see what our opponent's up to. Again, kinda need to be mindful of dang proxy shenanigans, so that's gonna be irritating. And I got the wrong probe, apparently. Not that it's a big deal. We got gas, we got all the usual stuff. So it's possible we'll have a Cyclone, maybe? Without a doubt we should have a Reaper, you would think. Yes, thank God for the mineral walking. I know I said I was a bit rusty, but second gas is really damn useful. They probably assumed that thing was dead, so they thought they could get away with it, if I had to guess. And Reaper is out, so there's confirmation I wasn't paying attention to that, mainly because I was wedged in there anyway. So I had no way to actually get out, but double gas, we need to be ready for... Well, this is a little preemptive, isn't it? Probably a little too preemptive. That should have waited until after the Adept if I had to guess. But at least there's only one way that can get in. Well, in all honesty, I should make my way down there, but the Reaper is going to arrive in a moment. Timing-wise, I need to figure that out. Yep, speaking of which... I'm having a hard time actually selecting dang thing, but did kill a probe, sadly.
Let your will be heard. The firstborn shall
There,
persevere.
you're dead. Everything looks pretty normal for you. I would like to get an expansion up, that's what I really want, and get that immortal up as quickly as possible. Now I gotta watch for that mineral count and get this thing building ASAP in case of a cyclone push. Again, it's due for a little optimization, especially since I put it through in another chrono boost when I didn't need to. Actually, again, let's put the observers through the path that they would probably most likely go through, so I can at least watch that. Okay, second observer. Well, I'm sure I was supposed to put like a chrono boost on my cybernetics core and at least get the timing a little bit better, but that's just me being picky. Also, I wasn't looking at the mini-map.
You have not enough minerals. Research complete.
I got one immortal, I should be okay. Let's just get everything built up and get ready to get our tech going. Since really... Oh, Banshees. We gotta be mindful of Banshees. That's probably what's gonna happen here. I need... Well, there's a medevac. There's no Banshees, but we do got confirmation of a medevac.
I am here in the shadows.
I'm not gonna have a second Stalker to help deal with this, Sebas. But we at least got our economy going, and we know where the medevac's going, so we can kind of juke that, evade that some. Come on, I want that second Stalker out. ASAP. It is so damn important for this push.
I am here in the shadows.
Come on, you know you want to come here. Let's see. I probably should have took that a little more seriously, but that could have been worse. I seriously probably should have spread out the probes. I wasn't thinking that far ahead. I was thinking maybe they would attack the units. The attack's been thwarted some. My observer, if I had the probe there, wouldn't be a big deal. Now let's get our tech going. We kind of got well, we didn't actually get confirmation of what they were going for, but we saw extra barracks being built. So at least have that going for me. Now let's get building up for Templar. So I'm gonna assume like some kind of bioplay. More medevacs. Now where's my stalkers? Put them here. And just be ready for more of that shenanigans.
You must construct additional pylons.
Also, pylons. Let's remember that. And get this saturated again. It doesn't look like my economy was too terribly hurt, but that could have been avoided. And no medevacs means we got more... Nah, there's a medevac. But there were more, so I know they're around somewhere.
I return.
I probably need more stalkers for this to help deal with this a little bit more, since otherwise I have too many zealots.
Here in the shadows. You have not enough minerals.
Just keep an eye out on things, and also keep an eye out for a third, since he does have tanks out. I feel pretty comfortable down here, I just mishandled that, without a doubt. Also, I should be using more of these zealots there, without a doubt. That would be pretty good, I just have no means to drop properly. So let's return the favor. And what I'm gonna do here, I'm doing an unload order on the Warp Prism itself. That was like the worst way to kind of do the chain order, but I was holding down Shift Q for it. And what it should do is I drop down the cells as it moves, ideally. Like that, although I did fly into a missile turret, so that was horrible. It's alive, at least.
My meditation is over. Ula Sadar.
Can't we at least kill something?
We are the blades of iron.
Definitely messy, but I gave him a good scare. Probably not the damage needed to be done, mind you. I'm just gonna check carefully for...
Upgrade complete.
What's the word? For a third. Oh, there's the Liberator there. There's the confirmation I need for
Research complete.
dang Tempest, so I should start on that. And also, let's get some blink going. At least my Warp Prism's safe, but flying to a missile turret was not part of the plan. I think that's safe to assume. I'm gonna get Blink to help deal with that to a vague extent. Deal with our... what is it? Our Liberators. Because we know there's one coming around. And all the while, let's see, I need more gateways. Do I have space for gateways now? No, I don't.
Cold is the void.
You should not do any damage if I do this right. Nope, you're just gonna sit in the corner in Liberation Zone. This Phoenix is probably a dead giveaway, if I were to be honest, but it's a way to guarantee a kill on these two things.
We are the light of the column.
At least we got an extra nexus available for us.
I return to... Our pylon is under attack. We are focused.
Alright, let's get going.
My child.
Those are only simple units so far.
Let our enemy know our bravery.
No, there were no Templar around, but it's all good. It's all good, it just feels a little messy, but damage was manageable.
Teleport successful.
I just need to get another starport out for the Tempest. Actually, I should get ready, at least check for the third. Oh, he's going to bio, perfect. Sadly, that just means he's not going to well, actually I could cancel this now. That's kind of a wasted ability, but... Let's see, everything's on the move. I would love to snipe these tanks. It's going to be tricky to do, mind you. With a lack of gateways.
Thus I serve.
Can we keep doing damage? What the hell are my cells doing, I wonder? You know what, it's fine, that stalls them. I do need more gateways, dang it, that was the entire plan all along and I never got around to it. And you can see when my bad placement is starting to bite me in the ass some. Alright. Let's keep this going. How's saturation going so far? Yeah, we actually have these cells just camping right here. Have they murdered anything? Yeah, they killed a handful of units so far. That really is awkward for them. Although I don't want to die to a liberation zone, mind you, but... Let's get our stalkers out. We kind of not using them the best. And they have blink now, so they're perfect for the liberators if I'm not going to go Tempest. Or... Are you still 2 bases? So the main thing I need to check for is a hit in third of some kind. Yeah, this is going to be brutal. Just kill the dang SCV. There. Still not happy with this, especially since I still have yet to deal with my gateway problem. Hopefully it'll be remedied soon, because I don't need carriers or anything. So I don't know what to get with the Stargate just yet. So long as they're still on 2 bases, I'm fine. Oh, let me just kill him. I probably lost more units than needed because I kind of need to I don't have the means to deal with the reinforcing units. But I have the armor. And Immortals are going to do a ton of damage here. Hopefully this will be corrected soon. I need my gateways, and we actually got 3-3, so we're just going to murder him. We're just again in a situation where we can't deal with these things the best. Just kill it. Kill it. No, don't run away from me. Oh, thank you. Thank you for accommodating me and standing still. And I've been bad on my saturation some, but I think we're in a situation to start making our 4th now. This is a little ridiculous since I still need to spend my current resources. Otherwise, I would be doing a vicious counterattack right now. It's almost demanded a little bit with my 3-3 advantage. And I do have carriers now, but they're not really useful here, I don't think. But I could start stockpiling them. We'll make it be our trump card, our ace in the hole, in case things get bad.
You must construct additional pylons.
Okay, I think we're good.
By your will.
Get everything in here. We got 3-3, they do not. Yeah, they don't even... Yeah, we're just gonna murder everything. Yes, be a nightmare. You see what kind of opportunity I'm missing out on here.
I return to serve. My charge. I will come.
Alright. Let's get some Archons. Oh, Planetary Fortress. Well, we found the third. He finally got built. But we don't need to deal with that. I would like to reinforce my base, though. So I think what I'm gonna do, well, in all honesty, let's just drop the main.
I return to serve.
Yes, bring me your army. I know. Oh, I lost my dang warp prism. That's a shame. We still won somehow, but that felt really rough. Just mainly because I wasn't optimized. My extra gateways were delayed as hell. I feel like I got lucky there. If I were to be perfectly honest. Oh well. We get the bad one out of the way and it still ended up being a win. So hopefully I can improve for the next one. But there, that shows you just how vicious the armor difference is. Since those Marauders do only 10 damage to the Zealots, they do a whopping 20 to like Stalkers or anything armored, mind you. So that's what they're really meant for. Unless they were changed, I never did bother to check. But with 4 armor on those Zealots, needless to say, bringing that damage down to like 7 or something is a pretty damn big deal. Alright, Protoss vs Terran again. I'm pretty certain this is not the same person. It's probably a different portrait, but I'm really bad at knowing the names of my opponents, let alone I don't think I was really looking at their portrait all that much to use as a reference. So I honestly don't know who my opponent is. We're gonna try. This seems like a horrible idea just simply because of how vulnerable my pylon is to getting sniped. But to try and minimize the Reaper to a vague extent, Reaper can jump up there. That's the one thing I don't like, if I were to be honest, but I think a second pylon just blocks that. I'm experimenting with it nonetheless, to see if yeah, that's not gonna do. The delay, that is, I'm referring to there. We'll make do. I'm just being needlessly picky. That's just me in general. I'm just extra hard on myself so that way no one else has to deal with the rage, right? That's always a good strategy. You just have to listen to me hate myself every time I mess up and don't do things perfectly. Which, considering we're talking about arguably the most difficult game in the world there outside of Brood War, that's gonna happen on a regular basis. Now let's see what we have here. Gotta get ready with the Cyber Core. Checking for gas, so RA mine, so that looks like a definite Reaper. Damn it, that sucks. Well, live and learn, not much I could do about that. That I can at least chalk up to lack of experience utilizing the wall-off attempt. I can learn from that next time, I just gotta remember what map it is. And I'm probably walled in, aren't I? Not a whole lot I could do about that. Well, this is interesting. I'm just curious. That was probably a Reaper. The gas was suggested, of course. And we would have a Marine up by now anyway. I just don't want an SCV following me. I want to poke and be her nosy. Nonetheless, let's get our expansion going. We do know there's a gas of some kind, so... It's just the second gas that would pretty much scare me otherwise. I want to get a robotics facility going. We're going to need another adept first. It's going to be a while till the robotics facility gets built. Let's not kid ourselves.
The firstborn shall persevere. It shall be done.
There, that was easy enough. They did see the expansion, but we dealt with that Reaper really damn well. Now I'm tempted to poke this thing back out. And I need a pylon. Need to get a pylon up quickly. and be ready for a possible push. Maybe that's what I should use the probe for, honestly. Although this opens up an opportunity for me not to get an early warp prism for at least harassing... Well, that's not really true. All his forces are going to be right here, so I'm not going to harass it. Get that opportunity to harass. But, let's see. Get the sentry out. We're going to try and see what we have there. It could be a Reaper. Or Cyclone Rush, which I need to be confirmed. Regardless of what goes on here. Okay, expansion just built. And there is a Cyclone. That is good to know. It's probably just a defensive one, but I don't know what a defensive Cyclone even looks like, to be honest. But that gave us intel. I don't need the Observer just yet. I just need to get pylons and shield batteries at the ready. And also be mindful, well, with the Cyclone, the Reaper, there's the starport too. We even saw that. It wasn't even built, so I don't have to worry about drops just yet. So this is all good news to a vague extent. Now I just gotta get my resources in order. And we'll be golden. Next 2 units I summon will be the Stalkers in preparation for said drop, though. And now the Observer can come out. I think I can use this pylon to warp in 2 cells to harass the natural while Warp Prism goes on the main. I think that's what I should practice, because it's a good skill to learn, needless to say. Now let's just get the 2 gateways going ahead of time.
You must place that in a power field.
Now get these guys ready for a potential drop, since that's always a thing. Oops, speaking of which.
I am the voice of the eclipse.
Only 1 loss. Take that back. That was not a single loss, but at least we can pincer this thing now. Just everything's delayed at the moment, so thank you for the easy kill. Not yet, though. Really? That looks misleading. My Stalkers are about to get hit in a moment, I think, so... Yeah, as I said, my Stalkers were about to get hit. They're alive, though.
Very well.
Well, that's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate there. Got distracted by a drop. I forgot to change the rally. So I gave him a free immortal. I want to kill this thing. It's not going to let me. It's just teasing me. I don't need to tell you how infuriating that is, huh? Being able to hide like that. The coward. Doesn't want to play a real game. Well, technically that is him playing a real game. But we see a lot of tanks. With that all said, so keep the immortals coming. Although I do need a warp prism, let's be fair. I got 2, yeah, I got gateways, I got Templar coming out now. Gotta get Storm though. At least this already feels better outside the mishap I had with, ooh, that looks so tempting for a bunch of charge lots. Just run in there and murder the tanks. I just gotta give something to scare them. So we'll hang on to these for later. I saw you, buddy. Oh, that felt good. That felt so damn good. Now, let's get ready for a double-pronged attack. And I need forges. I only need a single forge, mind you, since it looks like mech. But that is good to be on top of this. This feels a lot better already. I think my probe count or production's been really bad, mind you, but... Let's see. Now I need pylons, so let's get to building that. Yeah, I have a lot of gas, which we know what we're going to spend that on, though. We're going to spend it on a lot of Templar in a moment.
I return to serve.
Now let's try this again. Oh. Well, that's convenient. Viking. We'll see. Well, this is convenient. It's a lot of burnt resources, mind you, but I could have teleported that out. Aw, well, we did get a tank. I suppose that's good. Was gonna make Templar, wasn't I? Oh well, time to fix this. And the Warp Prism died. I was gonna teleport that. A lot going on there, but he's burning a lot of scans. And he's only got one Marine, so that was a total waste for him. Alright. We know he's doing like a mech type play, so let's expand like crazy. And sadly can't harass as much now, but second robo is kind of required for the mechs, and I might go with disruptors with that said too. There. Now our gas is finally going to get dispersed with... Oop, I accidentally made Archons. They're still welcome, they're probably not as impactful as they could be though. Now gateways are building. Now what I would love to do is start harassing. Because I have enough... Yeah, I think I have enough to kind of just wreck that immediately, but only if I do it instantly. Storms to kill the SCVs? Oh. That was convenient, wasn't it? I don't have any gateway here, mind you, so that's a bit unfortunate, but... This is almost gone, though. I just probably don't have enough units. Yeah, just barely wasn't enough, dang it. If only I had an extra storm. Oh, I accidentally sent everything when I want just these probes. Yeah, that was unfortunate. Just barely wasn't enough. One extra storm would have just sealed the deal for me there. And I don't even have storms just yet with these Templar. So that's what... That one Archon warping accidentally making my Archons probably just screwed me there as a result. Yeah, well, that's game there. Just one extra storm alone would have sealed the deal for me. Everything else was going well. That misclick, turning my starting two Templar into Archons, probably just killed me there. I would have barely held that and I would have been in a phenomenal position. Since everything else was going splendidly. Not perfect, but it was going splendidly. God damn it. And I was caught a little bit off guard by that push too, since I wasn't actually looking. Since I'm pretty certain my observer would have saw that too, and I would have got prepared ahead of time. Force the tanks to siege up early, get maybe some early kills on the Marines. There was a lot I could have done there. A lot of little nuances. PvC this time, we're going to get ourselves a different matchup, and let's hope I don't get caught off guard by a dang Surg aggression. Since that seems to be what kills me the most. Especially... surprisingly enough, when my oracles, when I try to harass their main, actually start doing damage. Oh well, only one way to find out. I just gotta be mindful about my scouting, that's really what it comes down to. Oracles need to be watching the front door as often as possible, and I'm wondering if I should just go with a Phoenix first, instead of an Oracle, and stop trying to brute force some economical damage. That's probably what I'm going to experiment with. I don't know which is actually better, mind you. I just know there are... Or was it? Those are two different styles. That's all I can really tell you. I don't know which is actually better. I suppose it comes down to whether or not my opponent has Spore Crawlers up or not. if I were to be honest. Let's be honest, we all hope that spore crawlers aren't there, and I think that's just barely enough for a cybernetic core, although I need my opening over here. Okay, hatchery first. That's fine. Everything is right in the world, to an extent. I'm looking for the spine pull. Oh, I canceled the spine pull. That's a little annoying. And I'm just going to make an expansion anyway, so I don't need the cybernetics core just yet. Just gotta be mindful of that building placement. That could bite me in the ass a little bit if it's not proper. It does work, at least. Although I think that cybernetics core needs to be 1 hex down, if I were to be honest.
You have not enough minerals.
So it won't be a complete wall off. That's something I'm gonna have to try and fix.
Probes are under attack.
I want to kind of see how many Zerglings are potentially being made, because there's 2 larvae there, which might symbolize a couple of Zerglings.
You must construct additional pylons.
Okay, we already know speed's being built. And supply block, but I guess that's fine. It's just the adept that's just getting delayed hurts. So you're going for the third there, is what it looks like. Alright, we'll just run off, make the Lings try and find us, and maybe if I'm lucky enough, get to scout his main there at a later date. Nope, there's the Lings. Conveniently, they chase after the probe, so that's a good tell. That they don't want me to see what they're doing. Since I'm kind of holding off on this second gateway at the moment, so if they rushed me, that could have been bad. I think that Stargate's slightly delayed, but... Ah, dang it. Didn't really get to see anything. If I had extra health on the probes, that wouldn't have been an issue. The second queen probably would have sniped it.
Glory to the Daylong.
I really should be trying to poke out, but Speed's gonna get close to finish in all honesty, since he did go gas first. I don't quite know the timing when that finishes. So it's probably safer, especially at this point, to not worry about that. Now gas is set up. We'll go with the Phoenix this time. It's more for dealing with the Overlords. It does give away my Stargate, mind you. But I am interested to see how it plays out.
The firstborn shall
And I gotta remember my hotkeys here too.
Understood. For aught.
And we're just gonna do a direct route to try. Oh, like that. See? 2 Overlords, 4 to picking. And the supply block will actually hurt him quite a bit. If I do this right. I don't want to poke out aggressively, since it's only my sentry, mind you, but those 2 are as good as dead. It's beautiful to watch, and I think it denies this probe from being scouted, which cannot be overstated with how it keeps them guessing. I still need to know what it is I'm up against, mind you, but which I think my Oracle's going to be for.
I see.
Where do our enemies?
We meet our fate.
Alright, let's see.
Our window is short.
I think that was 1 Ling and 4 drones, which is really damn good. Really damn good, I'm happy with that. I just hope my probe count's been well up, working well. Since I need more gateways now, so let's fix that. We have no idea what my opponent's building, so let's go scout that quickly.
Engaging the enemy. I see. Time for battle.
Okay, standard. Okay, banelings and hydras. That's good to know. I don't know what to do with you, though, but this time I'm gonna have Storm at the ready. I have ideas what to do about this. Archons are gonna be useful. Deal with the banelings, Storms are gonna be good. It's just a question of the Archons, and I'm gonna turn off the autocast on the charge, I think, if I have the open-mindedness to remember that. That's what I'm gonna try and do, so that way the cells don't go charge in to get themselves killed by the banelings. This I'm not really familiar with, so I'm gonna hope I do this proper. In all honesty, maybe I should just get Adepts. At least they have a ranged attack, mind you. And you got speed, so that's important to note too. That speaks potential baneling drops to me.
Research complete.
Also, so that got denied nicely, but we're gonna need a wall off here just in case. I was hoping to get some gateways here, but not quite close enough. That's actually a perfect wall off too. Now let's get some storms. That's going to be really important. Oh, and I don't even have an observer, do I now?
Let us begin. The stars
Okay, you got infestors. So that normally means, yep, you're going straight to Hive. I have a timing attack I need to do here of some kind. I don't know what that entails, especially since I have no forge.
an Aerodine.
My charge.
But if you're infesting resources in that, I should be able to snipe this. That's the hope anyway. I just don't know how to best do this, but I'm gonna have Storm at least.
We interpret. It is destined. Our fates are one.
We shall.
Now these are gonna be Archons. Now,
The enemy has discovered us.
did that do the damage needed to? It looks close. Because by all means, kill the Immortals. They're not really going to be contributing all that much. But this hatchery needs to die. Is what that says. There, that is a big deal. Kills its production, kills a lot of potential resources. And that was not cancelled. Although we are overcommitting now. We did the damage we needed to. That was a huge overcommitment on my part. Especially with what upgrades? Yeah, level 2 weapons where I don't have any. That is enough damage. Let's go home. I probably didn't need the recall, but better safe than sorry, huh? Now I gotta plan out my next attack somehow. And be mindful of what our opponent's doing. Yeah, I have so much resources here. Let's fix that quickly. Well, that's not a good way to do it by blocking all my space, mind you.
My charge. Lost.
That is going to be important to get some weapon upgrades there. And we can wall off there to a vague extent, but let's get some cannons for good measure. Like I said, I'm rich in resources, use them.
We shall stand against the darkness.
I really should get disruptors, with that said. It's just... It's a thought that just happened, and oh, my observer just got sniped. We gotta be ready, and also I should consider the fact that Broodlords are about to come out. Oh. I already got one of those. Stargates. It's easy to forget, isn't it, that I have a Stargate when I only use it for the very beginning. Now these ones are going to be the Archons. Since I need to do the damage needed there now.
We are the light of the world.
And I don't have the hotkey for this, so I'm really behind there, but hopefully my carriers will be able to accommodate me. I killed my own probes, or observer, that was hilarious. Thankfully I had multiples being made, but still, that was not what I wanted. Because I kinda need that observer to be threatening. Especially with like, what is it, Hydras there. I gotta be ready for the killing blow. That is a thought though, using disruptors to kind of like help deal with the Banelings, if I can control it right. Highly unlikely, but I like the intention. This probably, yeah, because the Banelings run away as opposed to come towards me. Well, that's a convenient. You're already getting Corruptors, mind you, so we know what they're for. No Baneling eggs for you. That is game, good god. Still pulling a lot of resources. But of course, well, that's what 3 bases, mind you. Still a little rusty. I'm not happy with the background, but at least I kept my... At least I didn't get tunnel vision. That's kind of the important thing there. There was a really fast hive, which is what that... When my Oracle spotted it, that's kind of what that lair, that hatchery was turned into. And what you normally get there is Broodlords. Broodlords or Ultralisks. The one failing in that regard is I did not check again to see if Ultralisks were being made, mind you, since Immortals would have been amazing for them, and of course Carriers would be great for, like, the Broodlords. Never mind the air superiority. I gotta be mindful of the Carriers getting spotted too early, since the Corruptors, their anti-air dedicated unit, or flyer unit rather, is good against Carriers, and it's what they use to transform into the Broodlords, so... If I use the carriers too early, when I don't have enough of them, they can easily get like 20 Corruptors and then just kill my carriers and then conveniently transform them into Broodlords, which doesn't help me any. The carriers need to kill the Broodlords basically.